What's up again, guys? Axe here, Ed from Kansas City. We are in the, I guess it's the Dragon Arena or something like that. So here we go, guys. I decided I recorded and let you guys see a little bit of action. I'll turn this volume down so you guys can hear. Now, I was actually driving when I started looking at this. I just completely forgot because I was working. And then I was driving and didn't really realize that Dragon Arena had started. There is my guy Maverick telling me to take a citadel. Uh, it's always good to see my guy in there. He's real skilled. I like the dude. He's real cool. Where you been at, man? But anyway, here we go, guys. Now, what you'll see me doing here, I'm scouting, getting the report. I'm looking to see what is the best thing to send in certain situations like this. One of the things I've learned is that you kind of really got to know which familiars a person has in the Wonder or in a citadel or a fort to kind of know where they're actually strong at and to kind of get an idea of what you're up against. But when you don't have all of those familiars in their attack skills and their talent skills memorized, then you're kind of at a loss on really what to do. I personally don't have all the familiars identified and memorized to the point where I know exactly what I'm up against. I kind of half-heartedly know it, but I don't really know it enough completely. So I would probably be at a loss if a person has the familiar in there. I think it's the J-Ram or the Queen Bee that does the counter infantry range counter or cavalry range counter, things like that. So I'm kind of at a loss on some of them. So what you see me doing here is the best of my ability, my current state of knowledge of the game. And what I do is, this is what I do so you guys will understand. Because I know in the comments you guys give me some advice and some comments and some helpful tips. And you'll show me where I'm erring at in my thinking or in game skill set. So what I do is, as you see, I scout. I look primarily of what the enemy has how many, what troops they have in there, whether it's a castle or a fort or a wonder or whatever. So the first thing I do is I look at and see what is in there. What am I getting? What am I up against? I also look and see the player. What kind of player am I up against? Because sometimes if you're up against a player that's substantially bigger than you or much more stronger than you, then it doesn't really matter what you see. You're going to get annihilated or obliterated. But so the thing that I do is I look and I see. Okay, I say what am I up against? I say, what am I up against? That's the first thing I do. I'll make this just a little bit higher right quick, guys. So I can, that there. All right, there we go, guys. I think that's a little bit better. So the thing I do is I look at what I'm up against, and I want you guys to be able to see right there. I think that's cool right there. That ought to be good. Probably need to back that up just a little bit so that we can see the numbers and stuff. So let's scoot that down a little bit like that. That's probably good enough right there. I think at that point we can see enough right there. So, take a second, guys. All right, that's better right there, guys. It's much better. All right, so here we go. So as you can see, I basically look at what I'm up against, if I see they're much stronger in, say, cavalry, then of course I'm going to, if they have somewhat of a mix, like a 569 or a 456 or a 424, if they have somewhat of a mix, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see what they're the strongest. If their strongest is range, then I know that I'm going to be sending the majority of cavalry. And then I'll send two troop types, and then I'll send a filler. So I'll send probably, if I know they're strongest in range and they're weaker in infantry, then I'm probably going to send, let me see what that adds up to. That adds up to, if they're stronger in range, I'm going to be sending infantry. And if they're weaker in infantry, then of course range again. But if it's something like they're strong in infantry and they're weaker, if they're stronger in range and they're weaker in cavalry, then I'll send maybe infantry in a range attack. With, since they're strongest in range and the weakest is in cavalry, then I'll be sending a range attack, a range of probably a range and a infantry possibly, and a range in a what kind of phalanx would I be? Range would be in the back, so I'll probably have an infantry phalanx or something like that. But let's look at this right quick, guys. Let's take a peek. I'm going to back this up just a touch. Okay, so here we have this. Let's look at this right here, guys. This is, I want to give you guys an example of my way of thinking so you guys can give me a little bit of help. So here we have right here, he's mixed, completely mixed in his T5. Now there was some troops up top. I guess we'll back that part up too. If we can do that. Here we go. So let's get the scout and then let's kind of stop and see what he has. Here we go. I missed that, didn't I? Okay, so that's a good example right there, guys. Yeah. So he's pretty, the guild, the rally league is mixed completely. Okay, so that's completely mixed. And here's what he has here. So this is how I think, guys. Okay, I see he's mixed there, and I'm trying to analyze based off how quick I can understand it and adapt or adjust to it and counter it, or, you know. So what I see here is I see a mixed in the T5s, and then when I in the T4s, I see he's predominantly cavalry. So for me, I'm thinking now in this ideal here, some of you guys already know, okay, if he's completely mixed, then you're gonna be doing what? You're gonna be doing, he's completely mixed, you're gonna be doing not a mixed rally, but probably what, a 550 or 055 or 424 or 569. Some of you guys already know immediately what you're gonna see on something like this. I haven't really taken the time out to really apply some studying and just get some studying in on the different things you're seeing for this and that. I actually did start studying about a week ago, and some things happened, so I kind of got threw off on that, but I'll get back to it. So what I'm saying is this, guys. In a situation like this, I could do something like he's mixed everywhere. And I say he's the strongest in his cavalry. So since he's strongest in cavalry, or he's weakest in, let's use he's weakest in range. So since he's weakest in range, that's the troop type I want to attack. His next weakest one is infantry. So I would probably send in this case, I would probably send. I would not send an infantry majority. I'd send. I would say. I would definitely send range and cavalry. That's what I would send. And the phalanx that I would use would be a. I want my. I actually want my cavalry in the back. I'm on my range. Do I want my range in the back and cavalry up front? But I think I would, with the knowledge that I have, I think I would have it to be so that would be a range phalanx. Range phalanx is range, then infantry and cav in the back. So I wouldn't want a range phalanx because that's the range in the front. So I want range in the back. So that's the infantry phalanx. That's infantry, cavalry, and range in the back. So I would have an infantry phalanx, and I would go with a um, range attack on this with probably something like a O or 246 or 055. That's what I would go in an infantry phalanx. What do you guys think about that? So let's go ahead with the video and let's take a look at what I'm doing here. You guys can look at the battles and the marches, and you can tell me things you think I could have done better. So here we go, guys. So I'm basically, in a sense, I got one battle against a lesser opponent, and some interesting stuff is going to happen here, guys. It was cool to see. You'll see it at the end. At the end, you'll see someone was trying to do some like kamikaze type stuff. They was really trying to knock. I had took over a a one of the wonders, one of the citadels, or one of the you know, um, springs or something I took, and someone literally tried to kind of like wear me down in a sense. And then I think they finally set a rally or something like that. But I think we ended up losing when they set the rally because it just wasn't enough. We had like 1 million to their 2 million or something like that. So here we go here, guys. So I apologize for all the delays and things like that. Normally I would go ahead and upload this, record it, and then record over it the next time so that I can speed up things to the points I want to make, to the particular sections. But this time we're just going to go ahead and, we'll just leave it like this. Let you guys have at it. It's a lot going on. IGG has not learned to remove that information at the top of the screen that interferes with the player being able to. And someone told me too, in the settings I could cut that off as well. I'm just now remembering that. Someone said in the settings I can have that notifications cut off or something. But does that cut off all notifications, like, an enemy is invading? Does it cut off my watchtower and communications? I don't want certain communications cut off, So here I'm just reinforcing players, basically trying to see what they have, requested, or what it looks like they have. I'm not paying a lot of attention to the chat because a lot of things are just like not organized in a sense. So I was really trying. I wanted to, but I was actually trying to figure out where I could best help at and be of the most assistance at, or particularly, where I could possibly rally something at. So that's what I was trying to do, kind of look around. I was more so trying to uh, participate and help something rather than just being a filler in a sense. And my goal was my plan was just kind of like follow the caravans, As you can see, just try to follow them. Here you see me right here. I'm about to pull out of there, withdraw, so I can apologize, guys. It's been a long day for me. Like I said, I was at work when I noticed that the war was going on, and I got on as soon as I could. Here we go here. Then I'm realizing after I pulled out of there that I got troops that are walking back that I didn't know were dismissed, or either wars were lost or people withdrew. I didn't know what was going on, guys. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. Like I said, I knew we were behind in the battle as far as points, and so I was really just trying to, as quick as I can, try to help us catch up without knowing exactly what's going on. So as you can see, there's the count there. So we're still behind, as you guys can see. So what I'm doing is trying to get us caught up, trying to get us trying to get us to win. So so I'm about to kind of like eat dinner, guys. You know, got to get up early for work in the morning. Tomorrow's Saturday. So today is Friday, guys, and happy Friday to you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Those videos that I made, guys, of the videos about the IGG and all the Astralites to level 15 and things like that. I appreciate all the comments, guys. You guys get a lot of commenting, and so that's really good. You guys were really engaged and commenting and sharing thoughts and things like that. And some of the things you guys were saying were, things like I should start a second account. But man, I'm talking about, I mean, that would really just really kill my vibe and my interest in Lost Mobile, because I've already spent so way too much, and I don't want to spend more. And I ain't talking about just money. I'm talking about time on any more things that got to do with Lost Mobile. But this count is enough for now. I do have an alt account. Here we go, guys. I'll get back to that. Here we go. Here we go. We're looking at this, and all I can see immediately he's in a range, mostly range. And so I set a 1 minute rally. And so what I'm thinking of going with, of course, is infantry and probably range. Two troop types, infantry and range. Range again, and right there, and just probably hit the. That's a cav there. I wasn't supposed to put the saber fang in there, guys. That was a mistake. I meant to hit the 200 one. And no, those aren't set yet. They will be set. I promise, guys. I'll get those battalions set. So I wasn't supposed to have that lion in there, but I make that mistake frequently. But I'll get that taken care of. So yeah, it's difficult for me to, and there's the Phalanx you can see I'm in right there. Definitely want my range in the back, so that's what I'm going to go with, of course. Oh no, I'm going infantry this time, so I wanted my infantry in the back. So here we go. Now it seemed like there was a lot of glitches, guys, as you guys will see. It was so many anomalies, guys, and things that were going wrong that shouldn't have been going wrong. I don't know what happened, guys, but it was happening. You guys will see. Here I am speeding up players because I want to hit the wonder before the caravan reaches it. So it's like players should know. There you see the caravan is leaving now because guys sent, but they didn't speed up their troops, and I wasn't paying attention to it. So I'm telling them they gotta watch for time. So I'm gonna cancel this one because it's like there's no sense in attacking it. There's no caravan there. You get the least amount of points now. All right, so join this right quick. I need to cancel first though. I need to cancel that, and I can now hop over to where this one's going. Someone has that one, so that's cool. So now I have to find another location of attacking. Isn't it crazy, guys, in this Dragon Arena that the game lags so much that the caravan and troops just remain animated in the same location, and you can't even get a real time, a factual timing of where the caravan is actually at and where it's going and the time it's going to take to get there, because it'll start lagging and being in suspense, and you have no real time of how long it's going to take the caravan to go from one, spring to the ancient remains, or from a transporter to a spring or whatever. I mean, it's just that. I mean, for the money invested in this game, why does it have to do that all the time? What is the deal with that, guys? So it's like, man, I mean, come on, IGG, you can't fix that. I mean, that just seemed like a small thing. Let's get the things working like they're supposed to work. You know, let's fix the things that have been broken for the longest. So here we have here. So what I'll do here is something like that, just solo attack it, and think of what troops I want in there. I'm thinking I would like a cavalry and an infantry, or actually, it's a mix, basically a mix. So send a mix in there. Yep. Make sure I got that gear on. I really didn't want to be in that Phalanx there at all, honestly. There we go. That's better. So yeah, second account for me, guys, would be like it wouldn't sit well with me. Here's this guy's what I was talking about. He's gonna try to knock me out of there, or at least wear me down. 300 at a time. I think I was real slow, and I don't think I even wanted to. I was real slow on that one, guys. I was real slow. And then you're gonna notice, guys, the glitches and the lag. Like the enemy's gonna be walking, the info tire, the towers are not gonna appear up there in the top right. It's like everything is just gonna be like glitching. It's like, what an experience, you know what I'm saying? Not fun at all. So I didn't like that at all. There I am, a cavalry. I know they're gonna send. It's what I'm thinking is infantry or something. Would have been cool if I had clicked on that guy's castle so I can see the might drop that he was just dropping. to trying to wear me down there. As you can see, I have not a lot of troops in there at all left, do I? I have very little troops in there now, guys. You see that? Let's take a look at it again. Alright. Did I go? Did I back up? No, I didn't. Here we go. Okay, right here I have 163 left to his 200, but I think he's leaderless. And then we're going to see there's a victory. But I only have, this is literally no troops, guys, in there. Literally. That would have been a good time for him to send his leader, you know, 'cause I didn't have any troops. So now, now the person's going to do a rally, and I don't think we're going to be able to fill it. I don't think we're going to be able to fill, so it's like just lopsided here. There's 300, no leader. I got very little troops in there, guys. As a whole, we have very little troops in there. A lot of fireworks right here, guys. A lot of fire, a lot of hard hitting, but ain't nothing really happening. Just a lot of barking. So yeah. So I set a cavalry based off what I thought I seen coming, which was, let's look at that again. Here comes the march. That information that needs to be removed. All that information. Here comes the march. Got a lot of smoke screens there too. Here's the march. That's what he's sending. Mostly range. So I said I wanted to be in a cavalry, but that would have been wrong. I should have been like an infantry. I should have been in like an infantry. So I really got confused there. I should have been in an infantry front or something. Yeah. So I got confused on that one, guys. Yeah, I got completely confused on that one, guys. I dropped the ball. Plus I went out of cavalry. So I got confused on that one. I'm mistaken. I don't know why I countered myself. Cavalry phalanx versus infantry phalanx. I countered him in the phalanx, but I shouldn't have switched to cavalry gear. I was tripping. But as you can see, we didn't really have any troops in there. Guys just wasn't feeling it. Feeling the rally. Or feeling the thing. Some of the other questions that you guys were asking was, we were dialoguing about IGG penalizing certain players. We talked and dialogued about, you know, me getting in a more active guild, which at the moment, as I discussed in the comments, there you can see the count there. In the comments, I said, with me spending less now, because as you guys know, I don't work that other job anymore, so funds are a little tight right now. So I spend less, and I don't necessarily play as much. So when I was spending a lot and I was hardly playing, um, it's okay to me to be in a guild that is less active because I don't have the quality time, the amount of time, or any decent amount of time to really dedicate myself to being online constantly, or enough to be very active. I'm always active though, but not, I'm talking about like daily. You're spending time on the game, you're engaging in something, you're rallying something, you're upgrading something, you're working on something, you're socializing, talking, communicating, discussing things like that. So when you're in a guild that is, a lot of players aren't active, or players have these time zones that are much different, then I guess it's okay when you can't be as active. So when I'm at a point where I don't want to spend as much anymore, or or I don't want to I can't be as active anymore. Well, then that's kind of, to me, that's cool to be in a guild that's less active, because it I kind of fall into a niche, a place. I fall in I fit perfectly because I'm not trying to be very active, and uh, I'm not trying to spend as much. So the opposite of that is if I'm in a very active guild that's warring a lot and always, you know, doing a lot, then that's more I have to be active, and more um, I have to spend on, healing troops and resources and replacing troops, and stand on top of things, not just time. So um, there's the figure getting the burn there. I think he had about 1 million more troops or something like that. 35627, so about 800. 357, so that's about 800,000 more troops. But he probably was the strongest player anyway. Sorry about that, guys. I did that. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. It's time for me to get some rest, get ready for in the morning. I gotta get up early. Is it still recording? Yeah, I think that says 32 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that, guys. Alright, so this is about over. Just reinforcing a few guys. There's not much time left. But overall, it was okay, guys. I didn't get really any heavy hits on. Uh, it's amazing. This was played, I think, at 4 o'clock, and our guild 9 times out of 10, or for the majority of the times that I've been in the Dragon Arena with them, they're always mostly active at this time for this event. But if it comes to a wonder battle or rallying someone, they're not really. Everybody just don't get up for that event, and I guess I can get it. You're not taking the losses. You're not, having to do actual battle and everything that's associated or goes with that. You just come here and have fun. And I guess that's what some people want to do. They want to have fun. They don't want to just be serious all the time and things like that. Oh, 375K troops, guys. But I think he's almost filled or something. So I'm trying to get in there and help, but doesn't have a lot of room left. So here we go. We'll just send that. Leave it at that. So I appreciate the dialogue, guys. Yeah, I just think, as I was explaining to one person in the comments in the chat, whatever makes money for IGG makes sense to them. Because one person was discussing eloquently that it made sense that, IGG's, their goal, their whole scheme, the overall scheme was to make it to, Astrolite level 15. That was the whole, that was going to be their cap in a sense, their ceiling. But I told him I disagree, to be honest, because, as a developer, IGG, these developers, they can easily manipulate this platform, and they can make it to whatever they want it to be. They can make it where it's, they can make it T6, T7 troops. They can make it to Astrolite level 31. They can make it to Astrolite level 60, which is the level of your hero. They can make it. They can make the gear mythic. They can make it gold. They can make it, and have done that. And they can make the gear platinum, diamond. They can turn into that. So instead of you seeing everybody in this burning ember mythic color gear, you can see people in some platinum or some diamond gear with diamond jewels. They can make platinum jewels. There's IGG can manipulate and contort and twist this game to be whatever they want it to be, and that's their intent, because they have to find every avenue, every way to make the game bigger, to make it stronger, to make it like they have been making it, guys, to where it's not benefiting people that are at the bottom or light spenders. Here we go, guys. This person's drawing back their troops. I am going to attack him. First, I need to feel somebody's, whatever they're doing. Man, I'm ready to eat, guys. I'm ready to call it a night, man. Tired. Just driving all day for Amazon. It's crazy. Then I had a couple of my customers to meet, work to do on my side. Take a package to the post office or the UPS. Get gas, get air in the tires. It's like, man, just been busy all day. So there I see my hero is way far away, and I need to bring him back so I can attack this guy. So they're reinforcing me. I don't know why they're reinforcing me. If this guy's planning to rally me, if he's planning to rally me, I was hoping I could pour it away while he was rallying me, so that he can get the hit off, But I ended up having troops walking. I got capped. As you guys are about to see, I'm about to get capped. Here we go. So I'm thinking now I'm like, where's my leader at? Fail, yeah, where's my leader? There it is right there. Now I gotta speed it up. So that one was mainly calf, right, guys? If I'm correct. Let's take a pick again. Yep. So we're winding it down, guys. Here we go. Here's what they're sending. I saw they were sending mainly cavalry, so I'm going to be in a infantry something. I mean, not infantry, guys. You got what I mean. Range, some type of range. And I wanted to be in a range phalanx, to be honest. That's what I wanted to be in, just straight range phalanx. Problem is my wall is up, so that wasn't going to help. There's the army marching right now, guys. My leader is back now. I'm going to try to hit this guy too. Go with a cavalry march. I'm going with a cavalry march, and I'm in a infantry phalanx. So I got infantry. I'm in a range phalanx. So I got range, infantry, and cavalry in the back. Capped. So I had range phalanx. So I got range in the front. Range. Infantry and then cav in the back. But it didn't work anyway. Here they come, and 17 seconds. And there you have it right there, guys. Over. It's over. Okay. So that was the the war right there, guys. So thanks for tuning in. You know, you guys can give me some comments, some feedback if you like. Of what do you do is what I want you guys to tell me. Don't necessarily tell me what I should do. Tell me what you would see and what you would send based off what you see. Like if you saw this here, if you saw some of these examples in here, how would you attack that? How would you approach it? What phalanx, what army, what troop type would you send on some of this? So, that being said, I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Hope you get something to eat and get some rest. I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.